Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. These Rams and Niners met 3 times a season ago. The Niners had the Rams number in the regular season, winning 31-10 in Santa Clara. And then again 27-24 in overtime in the season's final week. But the Rams got the last laugh in the NFC Championship game with that 20-17 victory. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. McCaffrey on the counter. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Play action, now it's Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, this is taken in, it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
It's first down. Oregon has the ball inside the 40-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Even the system. Charge like that. Okay.
Shotgun now for Lance. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now what we have here, a third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. And I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, the 20, 10. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Stafford. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their home 20-yard line.
Second down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Remain on second down. Lance going to keep it on the option. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Will Fuller, 32 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Atwell now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
We are open at noon on Thanksgiving. And we feast to go.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Stafford. And he slings one that's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Stafford. And open, it's Kupp. He's got it. The 40. 20. 10. 5. Touchdown, LA. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. touchdown. It's Gay to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated both levels, doing their jobs in tandem to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Lance. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a first down throw. Stafford got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the Rams at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week. And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing again is Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Lance going to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
So what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Atwell now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. Libra!
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, going for Jefferson downfield. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd, here's an option play right. He pitches it out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 98 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off. Quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Lance now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Here's Fuller with a catch. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Lance now on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
On first and 10, Stafford got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to
try to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A final shot before half for Lance. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter. Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together.
Touchdown, LA!
So that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench, because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got them cushioned for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On play action, Lance. He finds Kittle going across the field. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And they'll get this down to around
A fast start here.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Up the gut, McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 39, Lance gets this one to Juszczyk. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On 1st down, Lance. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Lance. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Easy. 32.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford. Robinson's got it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Akers. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Rams take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 129 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They're going forward with the option right. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. I got to tell you, I'm shocked. When I realized they were running the football at fourth in that distance, I thought that was a surefire throw.
And I can hear it in your voice because I'm the exact same way. No one runs the football in this situation, right? You've got to throw it to have a chance.
Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, a 24-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there. It's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Atwell now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass caught. It's Ben Skoranek. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done.
Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they've shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
First and 10 on the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Lance throwing out wide for Samuel. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Lance again. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time here. Lance. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Troy Hill picks it, and the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off on a former 1st-rounder, Jimmy Ward. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Niners will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lance back to throw. Over the... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Stafford now to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now Stafford. He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. This one, no doubt, important for Matt Gay. This to perhaps salt this one away. And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the last couple.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe hand it off, let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try to prepare going forward.
Well, this was a...
Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown.